The Rose Bowl is the one that is hosting the World Cup semi-finals. It is in Pasadena, California, in the USA. And to be honest, this actually looks like a literal bowl, a legit bowl. Look at the shape of this stadium. So, see, the seats are all panned out. How do you even get to see the players from, let's say you're sitting up here, how do you get to see the players who are playing all the way down there? It's not like it has screens. Oh, it has one on the other side. I don't know whether it has one on this other side, but whatever it is, that is where the World Cup semi-finals will be held. And we have our opponent in Portugal. We were here saying that we will let that one be for today, and we have just introduced it. Portugal are our opponent in the World Cup semi-finals. They are sixth in the world rankings, and to be honest, they have a really, really good team. They have the likes of Bruno in it, they have João Felix, they have Rafael Leao, Nuno Mendes, Pereira, João Neves, Rendel Correa, Diaz, Duarte, Inacio, Costa. A really, really good Portuguese side. We know that during these periods, Cristiano Ronaldo is definitely out of the squad. Silva is still there, Jota is still there, Dalo is still there. They have a really, really strong squad. They got to this level by beating the Netherlands by 3 goals to 2 in the quarterfinals. Goals from Rafael Leao and João Felix scoring twice. Couldn't keep out Donny van de Beek and Cody Gakpo's equalizers, but yeah, that's what we have today, the World Cup semi-finals. And this final, unfortunately, guys, is going to be my final video on FIFA Manager 2023. I love very long time, a couple of series done on it. It has been a breeze, it has been well, and I want to go out with a bang. I don't want to leave it out of the semi-finals. Portugal knocking me out of the semi-finals and out of noise, and that's not what I plan on doing. So we still have something to do against this Portuguese side. If we look at a little bit of history between the Portuguese side and England, the past meetings we have had, the past meetings are not showing, so that's, we just have the information about the match that we are going to. We have had a really good World Cup run. Today is the semi-finals. We knocked out Austria last time out with a 4-2 win. In the quarterfinals, we knocked out Ukraine, we knocked out Australia in all the knockout phases that we have played, and there has been no sweeter goal than this Mason Mount color. If you didn't watch this, I just advise you to go and watch the other episodes. Look at that for a goal, a pitch of a goal. That was in a 4-2 win over Austria. The third goal of the game from the second goal, it was the second goal of the game from Mason Mount, and that one has been my goal of the tournament so far. I will miss those moments, I will miss that goal. But today we have games. We have Portugal in the semi-finals, and if we do make it to the finals, I believe we will be facing France, because France have made it all the way to the semi-final, and they are facing Poland. Unless Poland spring a surprise against France in the semi-finals, we will be facing France in the finals if we do make it and manage to knock out Portugal. So two huge games. The World Cup top scorer is Harry Kane, currently with 8 goals, on course to be the best player on the whole World Cup squad, and I think we just have to give him that. So this is a really huge game. It will deserve all the strength that my team can muster up, and all the best that the team I can that I can get from the team. So the lineup that I've decided to go with is this one. We have Ramsdale at the back, Chilwell, White, Stones, and Trent Alexander-Arnold covering the back four. Declan Rice and Ward-Prowse, they're just from burning, but they lack a little bit of match sharpness. I know they will regain it in the game. My front four consists of Raheem Sterling, Phil Foden, Saka, and Harry Kane, who those four have just been kind of the best players that I could get from this English squad to play for me at this moment in time. We know Sterling definitely is not performing in real life, but in the game he has been given quite the hype in terms of performance. So we are just going to give him that. We have a really, really good first 11 here to go and play against a Portuguese side, whom I believe are going to also bring out their best. This is a top tier clash. The World Cup semi-finals is no joke. So we have seen a lot of drama happening in the Australia and the Austria game. So Portugal, let us expect nonetheless. The location is the Rose Bowl. The temperature is breezy, the weather is breezy, it is 13 degrees Celsius temperature, and it is Abel Ferreira against your one old manager George Kelly, and a good English squad. Let us see who will make it to the World Cup finals in this top of the table clash. This is a huge clash. I have much other to talk about than that. Let us head into the stadium. We have seen a couple of good goals scored from this side. Let us see if that will continue and if England will go home as World Cup winners. Don't plan on going home this early. Only one video in on the whole uh, only one game in the video. I think we do need to play that finals. We definitely do need to be in that final. So let us all muster all the courage and go and fight against this Portuguese side. Okay, so World Cup semi-final in the heirloom, and as we can just see, they are not going any less. Though Diogo Jota is starting right now, they are not starting with Joe Felix, who scored twice in the last game. That I think is something good, and uh, all the best out there. Was that trust to make a difference, try to make me proud, everyone make me proud, everyone just go and play a very professional game. Let us see, this is the Rose Bowl. According to the game, that is a bowl. So 4-2-3-1 for us. We have a really good squad. Let us see the Portuguese side also still playing the 3-5-2. Pereira is in the squad, Luis Vitinha, Bernardo Silva, Bruno is playing up front, and Diogo Jota. Have they lowered the bait a little bit? Are they like trying to tell us that you guys cannot beat us no matter what players we play with? So let us see. As time goes by, we will know who is the stronger side. Costa clears it. Trent intercepts. Danilo lofts it forward. Ben Chilwell does well to get to that one. Chilwell into Hurricane, saved by the keeper. Saka out for a corner. That was a really good first portion of the attack by the team. James Ward-Prowse to deliver this corner into the box. Ward-Prowse's ball into the box, cleared, but it will be collected by Jota, and it is out for a throw-in. Good portion of the first attack right there, but there is a free kick. Okay, James Ward-Prowse standing over this one. What does he do? Does he go for goal? Lofts it into the likes of John Stones, but no one gets to that, and that's the end of the highlight. Some really good attempts there. The momentum was there for us. As if that continues. 8 minutes in, the second highlight of the game. Benjamin White into James Ward-Prowse. Rice, Saka, put ball into Hurricane, though he has been swarmed. Shoots from distance. That one was never going anywhere. He was swarmed, didn't have the options, and unfortunately that one goes over the bar. Any more action? Ward-Prowse on a free kick straight into goal, but that one was a little bit too high. It has just been like one highlight the whole game. I'm still waiting for another one. Is there any other? Okay, so this time round it is for them on this other end. Bruno into Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva, Declan Rice does well to get that ball. Raheem Sterling into Hurricane, takes it into Phil Foden's foot. Phil Foden driving forward. Hurricane into Saka, one-on-one with the keeper. Bukayo Saka opens the account for England in this semi-final fixture against Portugal. That was some sweet play from that English side. Just look at this, a counter attack. Foden drives forward, gives it to Kane, sees Saka, and what a pass that is through two defenders, and Saka one-on-one with the keeper. Never expect him to miss that. One of the best one-on-one players in the world, and he does well in that situation. Okay, one thing that has happened ever since that Bukayo Saka goal is that the game has just slowed down, and now we are headed into halftime, 44 minutes in. Though before we do that, Portugal might have a chance to pull one back. Dalo into Bruno into that one was poor whatever happened there, but Diogo Jota straight into the arms of Ramsdale. John Stones will collect that one, lofts it forward into Saka. Water control. Saka for Foden. Foden sprinting down this wing. Phil Foden has Hurricane, didn't deliver. Costa clears, and it goes out to Florentino. Diogo Jota one-on-one with the keeper. He has only Ben White, and Ben White does well to clear that one. It's going out for a corner. And that will be that for the first half. Good first half performance from the players. Very good. Phil Foden and Trent are definitely not having their best games, and Trent is a little bit fatigued. I don't know why, but let's see. Let's give him a little bit of that second half to get himself there. Let us tell them things are going well, but I know you are capable of better. That confidence is what we need. Start that second half, and we see how everything else is going to be. They have done a lot of substitutions. 3 substitutions to start this second half means they're coming home for business. Substitutions made. Now it is time to see if these guys can actually defend, or they will be brought broken down. Costa going forward. That one was a poor ball from Costa. Hurricane has an open net, and Hurricane makes it 2-0. Goalkeeper's mistake will be the death of Portugal in this one. What did Diogo Costa do in this situation? He tries to like loft the ball forward, but the ball doesn't get enough height, and I just hits Hurricane in the face, and Hurricane controls it and has an open net, and you don't expect $1 million striker to meet an open net. Well, that one was what he delivered, and now I think we can give Saka that rest. That just right after this highlight, Ben Chilwell with the ball gives it to Raheem Sterling. Sterling's cross intercepted by Gonzalo Inacio, and they will try to play from the back, but James Ward-Prowse into Saka. His chance to score a second before he goes out or leaves the pitch, but unfortunately his chance has gone, and he is really in the mud. So for Saka, I'm going to bring on Bowen. Just as I said, I think he is the best option for me to go either. I still have one substitution. Chilwell is fatigued, and I think Tino Livramento will have to get in there. Yeah, let's not break Chilwell down. I feel we will need him in the final. So those are my final 5 substitutions used up. Let us see out this game now, guys. Let us see out this game. And you know what? With 5 minutes to go, why not? I'm going to praise the players. Let them smile a little bit. But that ball into it was a throw-in, and now Gonzalo Inacio goes all the way back to Costa. Do we see another mistake? I was expecting that one. Sterling intercepts that, but it goes all the way back. He intercepts again, lofts it into Hurricane. A chance for a hat trick, doesn't get to that. A chance for a second. Yeah, Saka scored the first one. Livramento. Do we see a goal from us? Tino Livramento would have made the highlights by scoring his first goal of the competition and just his first English goal. But now we have Tomori on the ball. Ramsdale lofts it forward. It will be taken down by Livramento into Mason Mount. He has the support of Hurricane forward, but he decides to wait for Declan Rice into Ken, who is onside. 3-0, and the referee definitely will check for an offside with VR, consult with VR, but that one was onside. I saw that was absolutely onside. The goal will not count. How is that offside? Clean sheet, and we do keep the win. England 2, Portugal 0. England are into the World Cup finals. Now it is just about waiting to determine who our competitor in the finals will be, and we see whether we have something against them. If France do make it, remember France has beat us in a pre-World Cup friendly match, and now I think this one will be all the important ways to know who will make it to the finals. If we do, I pray for for Poland to cause an upset to France, but that one is close to impossible. Man of the match, Hurricane with a goal and an assist. Bukayo Saka with a goal definitely did perform well too, and congratulations, you deserve it. We are into the World Cup finals. Everyone cheer about that one. Still one more game to go in the semi-finals. I'll come back with an update and see you in preparation for the World Cup final, the ultimate moment that brought us here. It has been a really cruising journey for the World Cup with this funny system, and now we are in the World Cup finals against the team we will be facing. So give me some time, let me give you the update on who we'll be facing in the World Cup final and prepare for that final match on the game, and ultimately, yeah, on the whole Football Manager game. Do you know the vibes that this goal gives me? It gives me that Morocco goal against Portugal in the World Cup. I think it was the quarterfinals in 2022. That, my guys, is the only goal that sent Poland, of all teams, into their first World Cup finals, knocking out France. Wow, I just prayed for it and I asked for it, and it has happened. I said I pray for Poland to win the semi-finals because I wouldn't want to meet France. Remember, when the last time we met France, we lost heavily to them in a friendly before the competition began. It was a 3-0 loss, and we knew that if we met them in the finals, the game would just turn that result on its head again, and that would be my first loss in the final. I shouldn't knock out Poland again though, but I have at least a little bit of hope. Remember, we were with Poland in our World Cup qualifiers group. If you remember very well, we drew our first match away from home 1-1 and beat them 5-0 on the second meeting. And so, all these players who participated in goals against Poland in the first meeting will definitely start in these finals. So, we brought ourselves here. It is a chance to win the World Cup final. I never thought I would be here saying that I have a chance to win the World Cup final with Portugal against Poland of all teams in the finals. We have had this game has been really fair to me, to be honest. I wouldn't mind the fairness that it has had. I mean, at this point, I would have already met the likes of Spain, Italy, the likes of Argentina, Brazil, but none of those has happened. I've only met a big side in Portugal, and I have a final against Poland of all teams. We have just like I've said, we were with them in the same group, but they did nothing to us. All roads lead to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, United States. The home, I think, of the New Jersey Knicks. And yeah, so this is their home, and we have a really good game on our hands. Today I'm that ecstatic. I'm so happy that I'm even attending my first press conference of the whole finals. Let us answer these questions. What questions do you have for me, guys? I'm ready to answer any question. And then I lose in the finals, I will cry. You're 90 minutes away from immortality with the World Cup trophy in the line. How does it feel to carry the hopes of a nation? It's an incredible feeling, and we are going to give them a reason to throw the biggest party in England. That definitely is my answer. This game will be one of the biggest of the season of all England fans. Are you sure to be watching with high expectations? That making you at all anxious? I can understand how the fan. I am incredibly nervous. Nope. There is a little tension, but it wouldn't be human if that wasn't the case. Far from it is business as usual. Far from us. I don't wish to. The whole side is aware of what is expected of them. That has been made abundantly clear. Let the sides know. Can you reveal how you will be instructing the England boys to play? Go out there with a positive plan. As simple as that. And the conference is over. Definitely leave the press conference room. The World Cup final is on the air. England against Poland coming right up. Just wait a minute. Don't go anywhere. We are going away for a short commercial break, and then the games will begin. A little bit of comparison. And just before we do that, I wanted to go immediately, but I wanted to check Portugal's journey into the finals. Why not? Why not do so? They were in the same group as US. They were in the same group as Canada. They beat Canada by 1 goal to nil. Beat Paraguay by 2 goals to nil to make it to the third round, knocking out Colombia, knocking out Nigeria, who were busy knocking out every other big team, knocking out Chile in the quarterfinals, knocking out France in the semifinals, and now we have them in the World Cup finals. So let this commercial break commence. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, so we are back, and now the World Cup final is about to commence. But one thing I would like to notice is that Portugal, through a Ruben Neves penalty, have taken the bronze medal off France's shoulder. France, as dominant as they were in this World Cup, beating teams by a lot of marginal goals. I mean, they beat Honduras 6 goals to nil. They beat Australia 2-0. They beat Germany. They knocked out Argentina. They knocked out Cameroon, who are on swing, and they have lost their last 2 matches to Poland and Portugal. This feels a lot like Morocco last time out. They did very well to get into the World Cup semifinals, lost it, and then also ended up losing the third place playoff. But that was a good run from them. Kudos to them. They have done the right. It's time to look at the team sheets for our big match. And it only consists of one change, seeing Reece James come on to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold, who from his fatigue level seems like he won't be able to even play 45 minutes. We have seen him getting fatigued a lot when he starts with just a little bit of strength. But at the rest of the other sides, we still have the same lineups. Kane, this is the best lineup I can pick from the English squad. Kane, Sterling, Foden, Saka, Rice, James Ward-Prowse, Chilwell, White, Stones, and Ramsdale at the back. So this is the best I can do. I still have a really good depth of squad. I would have loved to play Sancho over Raheem Sterling, but I think I definitely do want to start with Sterling in this game. Has had some good form, has had some good performances. Or do I do it? Do I start with I think I do. I think I start with Sancho over Sterling because I think Sancho has some that dribbling edge over him to play on the wing. Sterling is quite good. He can play well. He knows he has good offensive. He has good acceleration. Just one better than Sancho. He has one better pace than Sancho, but his technical and dribbling abilities, Sancho knocks him out. So let us see if we can have that. Sterling to start, maybe in the second half. You already played the semi-finals, and then start the game with Sancho, who is just a little bit lacking in sharpness. But we are going to see how the rest of the game goes. Other than that, we are still playing the same formation, the same everything we have been playing, and we know Sancho as a winger can't play well. So two changes to this World Cup final side. Let us head in. World Cup glory is in our hands. It is ours to lose or win. We are playing against a team we know we are better than. We have played with them, against them in the group stages of the qualifiers rounds. We were with them in the same group. Who knew that two teams from the same group of the qualifiers round of the World Cup would end up facing each other in the World Cup finals for ultimate glory? Poland against England, Zielinski, Lewandowski against Kane, Kiwior against, yeah, the likes of Bukayo Saka. Let us see. We have a huge game in our hands. The World Cup final ensues, and with kickoff, we begin to see who the glory lies in their hands. Good game this. We are waiting to see on the events and how things will occur once the game shifts on its head. 13 minutes into the game, we have a throw in from Poland. Platrowski into Dawijowski into Moda to Zielinski. Lewandowski has Zielinski up in front. That was a really good counter. That was Zalewski, not Zielinski. Zalewski from this end crosses it, and Robert Lewandowski. Who is this guy? Lewandowski opens the account for Poland against England in the finals. Zalewski's cross into the box. I think Lewandowski has just been their best player, and he is one to watch. Zalewski into Lewandowski, and Poland lead by a goal to nil. Their first shot on target, by the way. Our first shot on target was saved apparently, and Poland lead unexpectedly. Wow, so they have a reason to be able to reach the finals of this World Cup. There is a reason they're here. Lewandowski with the free kick just lofts over the bar. 2 minutes till full half time. We have 1 minute of added time heading into half time, and that 1 minute will come and will go. Poland have the lead in this World Cup finals. What do we do from here? Well, the players are a little bit fatigued already, and I think we just have to see what we are going to tell them. You've been terrible so far, sort it out. This second half is huge. Livramento and Pickford are nervous. Don't want nervous players in the squad at this moment in time. Let the players on the pitch sort it out, and we see if we have a chance at all in the minutes that are left. We were having shots, but there was nothing undoing, and now Poland have a highlight. Jadon Sancho intercepts that ball into Foden, back to Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse gives it out to Reece James, who controls it down the other line. Reece James, a burst of pace down that wing. Zalewski, though, was faster than him and gets it off his foot. Moda back to Grabara. Grabara lofts it forward looking for Zielinski, but it will be intercepted and lofted forward again. The ball will go back to Declan Rice, who gives it to Phil Foden into Harry Kane. He has the keeper alone. Harry Kane, with his 10th goal of the tournament, equalizes for England in this fixated tie. We know the guy can finish. We know he can do these things really well. But there we have it. Foden into Harry Kane. Nice assist. A combination of the players that sent us into the World Cup, beating Poland by 5 goals to nil. And now we have the same combination, giving us this semi-final hiccup, and 1-1 it stands, and we are definitely come out of the locker rooms the better side. Let's see if we can convert dominance into a win against Poland. My players are fatigued, though. Only a few players have the strength to continue. Let's see if they can see it out for like 20 minutes left in the game, and then we see if we have substitutions to make. And now with that, we have a free kick. James Ward-Prowse to deliver Raheem Sterling straight into the arms of Grabara. What does Grabara do from this point? I hope it's not an ambush from Poland pulling us to get that corner and then ambushing us. Trent looking for Mount. It is intercepted. Bialek goes back to Pat, whoever that is. Ball forward looking for Lewandowski, but that one was all intercepted. My heart skipped a bit for a moment there. Jack Grealish forward to Harry Kane. Is he onside? He was onside, but that is a massive save from Grabara. That is a really huge save. James Ward-Prowse with this corner. This time round, where does it go to? Straight into down the middle, and it is cleared off the line. And now, and back-to-back highlights. Zielinski back to Lobochka, back to Piatowski. Gives it to Moda back to Piatowski, back to Biadek, Lobochka. Intercepted by James Madison, does well to get there. Harry Kane, oh, Mason Mount hits the crossbar. Mason Mount hits the crossbar. My words just froze there for a moment. What has happened? Mount hit the crossbar with that opportunity. It was our chance. What else do we have left in the bag, guys? What do we have left? I don't want to take this game to extra time, man. 3 minutes to go till full time. This looks like one that is heading to extra time unless there is something. 5 minutes of added time to the 90. Trent back to John Stones. Do we have anything to do in the 90th minute right here? Ward Prowse, John Stones, don't lose it. Don't you dare lose that ball at the back. Stones back to White. They're not pressing enough. People fatigued. White heading forward. Ball into Harry Kane. What do you have for us, Kane? Here's Mason Mount. Mason Mount! Come on, what was that baby shot? That was our chance to win this game and carry this World Cup trophy home. What did Mount do? And now they are on the front foot. Bialek, he has Lewandowski in the middle, definitely will look for him. Robert Lewandowski! Oh my word, what has happened in this game? You can't be serious. Our goal disallowed. Thank you. Are Poland going to win the World Cup? That I lacked words. My heart just skipped there. I really did lack the words. Mason Mount hits a baby shot on the other end, brought him on to create those goals for us, and then Robert Lewandowski scores on the other side to win for Poland the game. This would have been really, really massive, but it's not yet over. Zielinski, Ward-Prowse into Raheem Sterling. The last minute of added time. Jack Grealish into Mason Mount. Does he create something? Mason Mount shoots over the bar. That one was very, very, very offside. That is extra time, extra time, extra time. It is. I didn't want this to reach extra time, but it has reached there. Win this trophy for yourself, but also for the fans. They've been magnificent and deserve success. Those who are nervous, what is up? Let us see. Nervous Ben Chilwell. We have apprehensive John Stones. We have what do we say? Yeah, step up, step up. Seems relaxed. Ben Chilwell is okay. Tactics wise, what change do we make? What change do I? My defense is absolutely fatigued. Fikayo Tomori for I think not much of a negation is done when I bring him on for Ben White. 14 shots, 7 on target. I think we go back to positive mindset because this is going to be a really, really long extra time. Trent Alexander-Arnold into James Ward-Prowse into Raheem Sterling. Sterling goes back to John Stones, gives it to James Madison. Madison plays well with Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse back to James Madison. Ball forward into Raheem Sterling. Sterling with the keeper. Raheem Sterling gives England the lead in this final competition. Extra time manenos. Raheem Sterling with the goal. England lead Poland by 2-1. This is all going down quite well for us. Raheem Sterling does what Bukayo Saka couldn't do, being hampered by injury, and we lead by 2-1. Do we still have something left in the basket to see out this game? Chilwell and Stones are fatigued. Ward-Prowse ball in. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them got an injury off the bat. I'll trade back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent going forward. Trent into Mason Mount. Mount saved by Grabara again. Mount has had a lot of opportunities against this keeper, but the keeper has just gotten the better of him. Ball in from James Ward-Prowse. What do we get here? Ward-Prowse in. It is cleared. Stones again fires it. It is blocked to Mori, and that is the end of the highlight. Do we see any other drama in this match? 105 minutes approaching fast. I wish this time was going a little bit faster than this. The 105th minute of added time. Raheem Sterling on the ball from the throw-in from Ben Chilwell into James Ward-Prowse. Goal of the tournament, goal of the finals. I did not see that coming. Who saw that coming? With these fatigue levels, James Ward-Prowse can still hit a football like that. Sterling collects it. gives it into James Ward-Prowse. What a finish! Goal of the tournament for me. I'm not leaving it at that. That is the goal that wins England the World Cup. Nothing to change, no instructions to give. Starts extra time of second of the World Cup. I mean, everyone is fatigued. I have no substitutions left. There are a lot of people going to be jaded, but that was a pitch of a goal from James Ward-Prowse. Are we not done? Mount into Sterling. Raheem Sterling to make it 4. Hits the post. That was a chance. They just held us in the 90 minutes, but past the 90 minutes, they have seen the reason as to why England have made it to the World Cup finals themselves. A really, really good side. 4 minutes left in this extra time left. The players are starting to celebrate. The fans at home are starting to celebrate. The coach in this room is celebrating. England have won the FIFA World Cup 2026. The challenge is complete, the task is done, and we are going home victorious after extra time against Poland. Poland thought they won it when Robert Lewandowski put the ball in the back of the net, but England are here to lift the World Cup trophy. We have done it. We have gone the long way. It was done. The game was done when Robert Lewandowski scored that chance in the 93rd, 92nd minute or whatever it was. When he scored that chance, I knew the game was done. I was silent at that moment. Didn't know that it was offside. The offside call from the VR saved us, and we have ended up lifting the World Cup trophy with England. Goals from Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling, and a banger from James Ward-Prowse in the 106th minute. We win the game after extra time. Robert Lewandowski gave hope to the Poland fans in the 91st minute, only for VAR to call it offside. And for the first time in this tournament, I love VR as much as I would really love everything about it. I really, really do. And we lead by 3 goals to 1. Every time the VR has come into action, it has checked whether a goal of ours was offside. But this time around, it saved us from losing this tournament at the very, very death. Sending it to extra time, Raheem Sterling and James Ward-Prowse. I mean, I would love to watch this James Ward-Prowse goal again. Why not? I would love to watch this goal for a second time. Raheem Sterling, just look at that. Look at that. Look at that for a finish. Can I like place it in a seat? I've placed it in slow motion. Let us increase that speed a little bit. That is too slow. Uh, oh no, the camera height. Let us increase this speed just a little bit, and then see this wonderful goal. Raheem Sterling collects it from behind the goal. Let's lower this one to have a clear view of that. Raheem Sterling into Ward-Prowse. I'd watch this goal over and over again. Slammed from the back of the slammed into the back of the net. Just a very, very beautiful goal. And we have ended up winning the World Cup. Well, guys, the challenge is complete. The challenge is done. That is what brought us here all together. Congratulations, what a win. Everyone understands, everyone is assured, everyone is blah blah blah. Let's praise everyone. I'm pleased with the defensive work that midfielders, pleased with your playmaking efforts. Attackers, the support ending of attack that I've seen in a long time. Be happy, my lads. Be happy. We have won the World Cup. What can give us a better storyline than this? England win the World Cup for the first time in many, many years, and we, as the managers, have done it. The challenge is complete. The whole purpose of this save is complete, and it has only been done in like what 7 episodes. This was the purpose of this whole challenge. Managing, I am too ecstatic to go to that uh, everything. So the most improved nation was Poland from 19th to 14th. England have moved up 3 places to first position. That was the goal. We, after securing the World Cup, are first in world rankings, and England definitely deserve that. Above France, above Spain. Brazil knocked out very early, went down to fourth, and we have improved 3 positions to first with 1,956 points. We are the best team in the whole of the world. Poland improved by 5 positions up to 14th. They have done a good portion of theirs. I feel like they should be in the top 10 for their little run of World Cup glory. So the Washington's post World Cup review, what does it tell us? The Americans, biggest overachievers were Poland, biggest underachievers were Brazil. The winners of the 2026 World Cup are England. So as you can see, we have drafted our name. The last time the English name was on the World Cup trophy was in 1966. How many years later is that? 2026. 60 years later, a whole 6 decades it has taken for England to lift the World Cup trophy again. Harry Kane, the man player of the tournament with 10 goals from all the games that he has played. James Maddison had 4 assists. He was just one short of Memphis Depay to take the top assist. Player of the match, Harry Kane took 3, Ousmane Dembele took 3. But I think Harry Kane has been our best player of the tournament so far. Just a little recap on our little journey from the second round, knocking out Ukraine by 4 goals to nil. From the third round, knocking out Australia by 3 goals to 2. In the quarterfinals, knocking out Austria by 4 goals to 2. In the semi-finals, knocking out Portugal by 2 goals to nil. The third place playoff went to Portugal, who beat France in the third place, and England in the finals after extra time beat Poland by 3 goals to 1 to win the World Cup final. Kyle Walker ends his career. I should have brought him into the World Cup to see off his final his final career and win the World Cup at least in his whole lifetime, but he hasn't done so. But Harry Kane has won it. Sterling expresses gratitude, has lavish praise on head coach for guiding the team to victory in the World Cup. The Chelsea winger commented that Kelly had proved himself a great head coach and had deservedly earned the respect of both the players and the nation. I have done so very well. Kane steps down as the captain. Kane made a statement that gathered as euphoria had died down, stating that he decided to stand aside as England captain. He will continue to make himself available for selection, but he felt it was time to give someone younger the chance to lead the side. To that, bowing out on a high note was the perfect way to do it. What a way for Harry Kane to bow out as the English captain. Harry Kane, 32 years of age right now, not that old, but he has decided to bow out at the very, very best, at the peak of his career when he has won the World Cup. I think the players who will be most ecstatic in this team to win that World Cup definitely have to be Harry Kane, the likes of James Ward-Prowse, the old dogs. We have the likes of John Stones. We have a couple of players, Jordan Pickford. We have Dean Anderson, Tim Sterling, one of them. People are very just that this leading this World Cup team to win the trophy, the likes of Bukayo Saka now has a World Cup in game, was the best thing I could ever do. So that is the end of the challenge. I am going to stop the whole sequence right there. We are going to stop the whole of the game right there, and that is the final video I am doing on FIFA Manager 2023. We have won the World Cup. The goal is done. The competition is done. Next up is the Nations League, which I am not really going into. Not important. And the board expectation for the World Cup was win the World Cup. We did win it. Qualify from the group stage. We qualified. I mean, what else was needed? What else was needed apart from all of this? This team has led us to World Cup glory. I could stay here criticizing about everything about the World Cup, but no, that is going to be it. So guys, with this video dropping today, this is going to be my final video on FIFA Manager 2023, and it is going to be the final time I actually do this. Everything else is going down well. We just to outline the future of the channel a little bit, I'm going to solely focus on the fifth this is Football Manager. Sorry about the little bit of interaction. This is going to be my final video on Football Manager 2023, winning the World Cup with England. I wanted to do a whole career mode with national team before everything is settled down, and I have done so very well. And right now I think the future of the channel lies in FIFA Manager 2025, of which I'm doing the Bristol Ironclads career save. So I'm going to solely focus on that for a while coming up front. At the same time, waiting for Football Manager 2026 or the next Football Manager, whatever it will be called. So that is basically the outline that I have. Apart from it, I may do a little bit of a sideline on a Golden Lap. Remember, we were doing Golden Lap, and I said that I will pause Golden Lap for a moment to focus on these two. Once I complete this one, maybe I will go do at least Golden Lap. That would actually be quite nice. Yeah, 2 uploads per week on Golden Lap will be quite jazzing. So that's the future of the channel, but most of the time we are definitely going to be doing FIFA Manager 2025. If you wish to get to know what the FIFA Manager 2025 save game has in store, please subscribe. There is a lot to it. The next episode will drop tomorrow. I did have not dropped an episode since Wednesday, because the last 2 days, that is yesterday and today, I'm dropping these two episodes, the final two episodes of this England save. Then in the next few days, that is from tomorrow, we will be dropping the FIFA Manager 2025 save game, and alongside it maybe a golden lap next other episode along the way. So thanks so much guys for watching. We have had a good journey with this game. It's now time to say goodbye to Football Manager. Right now we are going to focus on FIFA Manager, see where it brings us, see where it takes our content creation next to, and you guys, with your support, I believe we are going to get quite far in this whole everything. So provide me with your support and let us see how things are going to be. Thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next episode of everything. Love you guys, and peace.